I'm Brett, and welcome back to Who is Mike? That's not what I meant to do. Wait. Load game. Do I remember what was happening last? Wait. Was that already the end? Yeah, that was the end. Okay. That's the last ending we got. Okay, so we can skip to there. I did glance at a guide. I didn't read it in depth, but so that I have an idea of what's going on. But this one I calmed down and then I left and died. So let's attack. Do I remember what's happening? So we are this guy, but he's also this guy. We don't know which one of us is the real one. We don't remember a lot, and that's our girlfriend, or his girlfriend. It's one of our girlfriend, and so she was asking us a bunch of questions, to see if she could figure out which one of us was which. And I agreed with him for all the questions, because obviously I don't know the answers to these questions. And then I told the truth every time I could. But then they still decided that I was the evil one for some reason and kicked me out. And if you calm down and don't attack, you get kicked out and you die. So I'm going to attack. The fear and despair turned into hot, burning anger. How dare this guy suggest that I leave? This asshole who's taking everything that's mine. You have some nerve. Mike! I punched the imposter's face and tackled him to the ground. Pummeled him with every punch I could land. Sarah's screams of warning and anger faded into the background. Everything felt a million miles away. Even as my fist came into contact with his flesh, I felt strangely distant. Serene. Like I was only a ghost hovering over what was happening. I didn't even notice Sarah's hands pulling me to stop. I didn't even notice my arms shoving her away. I simply continued beating Mike like a frenzied animal. There was a feeling of being controlled. I savored it. I let it. But his lower lip split into a large unsightly gash. Warm blood tainted my fist red. It was then that I stopped in shock. What am I doing? What am I? But when I looked down at him, his mouth twisted into an amused smile. His eyes glowed with a sinister shade of red. Have you started doubting yourself yet, Mike? I wouldn't be surprised. You were always a little soft. Like your punches. He let out a hoarse chuckle. I gripped his throat and brought my fingers heavy on his neck. Bastard, shut up or I'll kill you! His words came out in short, dry bursts, like tiny firecrackers sizzling out the last of their wick. Who would have thought this? You're into this. Finally, I had this power over someone. Oh, fun, isn't it? Tell me, what's it like, Mike? Shut up! Are you aroused right now? Does your weenie feel good? I was not expecting this to turn this direction. Fuck you! Before I knew it, my hands grabbed the nearby bat with all intention of bringing it down on my face. Sarah, help me. Mike! His expression changed from evil to helpless in a split second. Pain ripped through my body as a bullet pierced my skin. I looked back and saw Sarah. My beautiful Sarah. She had her gun all along. I should have known. She had tears in her eyes. Sarah, it's not your fault. I wish to say that I didn't mean those awful things I said. But when I opened my mouth, a soft, wet trail of blood blocked my breath. Drowning. It feels like drowning. Mike? Run. Sarah. Pain flooded my body as every last bit of me struggled for air. No! I thrashed and struggled. I looked at Sarah while I still could. I was struck by an unbearable feeling of loneliness. Now that I was here, I didn't really think about the end, just pain and how to make it stop. But everything's fading now. I welcomed it. It felt fine. That's some wind. And for the fallen. I'm just gonna start over at the beginning, because I kind of forget what happened last time. I'm not gonna read everything, but what's that? Okay, it's fine. It's just a shadow. Look at my head. My name throbbed with sudden persistent pain. Yeah, there was pain. Disoriented. Yes, that's us with the bat. Okay. I can skip all this because I remember this stuff. And then not really. It doesn't make sense to make us leave. Oh, no, wait, that's not the right one. I'm staying here. And then skip, they're arguing. Shoot, did it matter? Oh yeah, it doesn't matter for this one. She'll be fine. She's a police officer. She's used to these kinds of stressful situations, right? I don't think you know what you're talking about. Guess we better just deal with it. Like, I stood waiting for Sarah to come back. Okay, I'm gonna keep telling the truth. Yeah, I remember hearing a noise in the kitchen, but I thought it was nothing. So I either gotta stick with 1 or 2 for part of it. I hate that carpet. What's with that smirk? Like you never tripped on that carpet yourself? Blech. My sister gave us that carpet out of the goodness of her heart. That explains so much. So, I have a feeling there's another issue here. We're trying to outrule each other. Let's think about it later. Let's not rush. February. Oh yeah. Oh wait, one more for the 6 times, duh. Died or dogs. Okay. Now last time I kept telling the truth, but this time since I picked the first option for all of them, I gotta tell a lie every time to get a different ending. I broke the lamp and made it look like an accident. Oh shoot. Same question. Sarah, I love you, but the last few casserole you could suck like balls. No, it's not that bad. Well, it's not that bad. Hey, don't you wash your hands off of this? You thought about it too. So it takes a clone to make you come clean, but... Next question. Oh, lie. It was a bit undercooked. Yeah, darling. You just need a bit more practice. Oh, really? Is that why you order takeout every time I cook? Should have disposed the evidence better, sweetie. Anything else? You were on a roll there. That's all. On the other hand, you make great pizzalettes. Yeah, I love those pizzalettes. My mom cooked those. Oh. In short, you like none of my cooking, you lying ass. Nice going, Mike. At this point, she'll throw both of us out. More questions? Do you have a crush on our neighbor, the one who's fun by so naked? I believe that both Paris and my girlfriend, Sarah Ellis, are attractive females that are worthy of praise, and this fact matters little to the deep and enduring relationship I have with Sarah Ellis, the love of my life. Bullshit. She's pretty okay. You both are, but you're my soulmate. Just gotta keep lying out my ass. She's just a girl, no big deal. Yeah, and you've been making house calls. But something about fixing her email. Yeah, right. No, it's just that. She's got some serious malware problem. I told her to stop clicking on those lose your flab emails. Honestly, that woman. I was just being nice. Just don't let me catch you doing something you shouldn't, bucko. I have ears everywhere. Well, this has been very educational. Anything else? Ever since I laid my eyes on you, I haven't found any other girl attractive. Liar. Anyway, going back to the dilemma at hand. We didn't really make any progress, if you ask me. I still don't know which one of you is which. Why don't we just flip the damn coin? Keep lying. I can almost agree. I just want all this to be over. I hardly think that's a good idea, though. Of course not. But at this point, I'm really at a loss. We still have to decide, though. Fine. If you were the real Mike, what do you suggest we do with the imposter? It's difficult. If I'm the real Mike, then I should say Mike, right? The other one has to leave. Go out in the world and find their own identity. The world's big anyway. Battle it out. Battle it out the classic way. Through a duel, maybe, or a fist fight. Best man wins. I hope you aren't serious. Are you the real Mike? Of course I am. Is this still one of your weird question thingies? Just answer. Yes, I am the real Mike. How about you? Are you the real Mike? I am. Prove it then. Convince me. Okay, bit awkward, but I am Mike, heart and mind. So the only thing I know, really, I wouldn't know what else to say. Yeah, we both did our best. Like you said, we answered your questions. It's the most we can do for now, but you need to believe me when I say I'm the real Mike. What are you gonna do if I ever say you're the fake? I'm gonna take it like a man and leave on my own. Alright, I think I just need one last question. Sarah turned to me. So, Mike. Yes. To my horror, Sarah pointed a gun at me. Her face was stern. Who are you, really? Whoa, Sarah, what are you doing? Sarah, why do you have your gun? Well, aren't you glad? Alright, let's just calm down here. Oh, don't try my patience, bucko. My butt fingers getting itchy. Answer the question. Who are you and what are you doing in my boyfriend's skin? Ugh, this is just like watching... I didn't finish reading that. Come clean? I thought I was Mike. Deny. Sarah, please put the gun away. Did you really think your lying your way through this whole thing was going to end well for you? I'm gonna ask you again. Why are you doing this? Sarah, I am Mike. You're making a big mistake. Oh, am I? Am I, motherfucker? Do you want to bet? Sarah's eyes blazed with anger. My body began to tense up too. Sweat poured out my orifices. Sarah, you're scaring me. Good, you should be scared. She nudged the gun's nose at me. Him, most of all. Are there more of you? What's your endgame? Answer! Put the gun down, Sarah! My ears rang as a gunshot was fired. Arg! Oh my god, you just shot him on the foot! Hot, throbbing pain started to bubble in my leg. Now you can't run away. Next bullet will be in your gullet. Sarah, I think you need to calm down with the torturing. Don't tell me to calm down, Mike. Whatever he does not mean well. I'm just concerned, you know? I mean, you just shot other me with a straight face. You're being way too calm about this. Let's just say my imagination has had enough practice. What? Don't worry, honey. It's gonna be alright. Sarah, please. I told you everything I can. No, you didn't. You're a liar. And this is your last chance. I'm gonna ask you one last time. Who are you? Believe me, Sarah. Wrong answer. The bullet rang in my ears. There was no pain, just darkness. The dead ringer. Oh, I didn't save it all. Wait. Whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna do that again because I want to see what happens if I... I want to see what happens when I... whenever I come clean. I want to see what I say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then save here. No, I should have saved after I did the first 6 so that I could do... Well, I already did all the saying yes every time, so now I just have to say, or do the second option every time and do the second option and then switch to the first one. For the second half or thing, whatever, you know. Oh, I'm gonna take it like a man. So I think it said there was 5 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was just playing the game. Thought it might be fun. So, you finally show your true face. I don't have a true face. It's boring. You humans get attached to the pettiest things. I watched Sarah's stance changed ever so slightly. She meant business now. Even Mike picked up the bat again. What are you? Does it really matter? I'm simply a lost soul that got hungry. Let's keep it at that. Why me? Why my face? Did I do anything to deserve this? No particular reason. Maybe it's fate. I shrugged. But really, it was just a while since my last meal. Your life looked tasty enough. Ugh. Thanks. Don't mention it. Mike, are you humoring the supernatural creature mimicking your face? Are there more of you out there? Do you really want to dig deeper? It's better if you don't. I don't think you'd survive the truth. But there are more of us. We are old. We are hungry. We lie in the shadows looking for prey. That's all you need to know. So are you eating Mike's life? Yes. It takes about a week. His skills, knowledge, and personality are disintegrating as we speak. Even his memories. That's probably why Mike can't remember anything from yesterday. Soon, without any of his humanity to sustain him, his own body will fail and atrophy. Starting from the heart, to his internal organs, to his brain. And when he is nothing more than a husk, it will assimilate what is left of his life force. That sounds like heaps of fun. I will not let that happen. Leave peacefully, because I'm going to go back. During this moment of digestion, I'm at my weakest. I am most human. Sarah, everything I said is still true. I am still Mike, heart and mind. I am he, and he is I. Right now, at least. I can't hurt you, Sarah. I can feel the chemicals in my blood. My memories, my judgment. It's clouded. It's just my luck I picked one of the few humans with a pure heart. Pure? How about all-around nice guy? Why can't we just call me that? Better get rid of thy porn stash soon, pure boy. Angels a-weepin'. If you let me go now, I'll break the curse. You can break the curse? It's not gonna be easy. But yes, I can do that. I'm the only one who can. How can we be sure? You might be tricking us into letting you go. If you trust Mike, then trust me. I'm never a good liar when it comes to you. Sarah. Sarah's grip on the gun relaxed. Do it then. Fix this mess. But let's just make something clear. If Mike shows any kind of deterioration during this week, you can bet your ass I will hunt you down. If you're still Mike, you know how serious I am. Am I understood? Yes, I'll keep in contact. Goodbye, Sarah. Stranger. Oh, wait a minute. Gun to knife 3 times. Okay, so it does the same thing no matter when I answer. I'm gonna wait till I get to the last one then and attack. I think this has gone on long enough. I lunged for the gun. Sarah! The sound of the gunshot echoed in my ears and my body. I didn't know I did it. I could have easily overpowered them, but somehow I hesitated at the last second. The dead ringer. Yeah, I already got that one. But still, that's insane. Which ones have I got? I got 7, 8, 9. I know I got 5. 6. Okay, 6 is just doing 2 all the times. And then... oh yeah, I got 4, 8, and 5. And then I've got 3, 2, 1. Which are very different. Okay. So I do need to start over again for this. Okay, so now I'm gonna say the pick the second option 6 times, and then I'm gonna save so that I can go back to this part. Eating dinner with you and falling asleep in front of the TV? Very poignant. Next thing I know, I'm in the living room and this guy was waving a bat in my face. No way. He came in here dragging himself around like a drunk. And then he tripped on that stupid carpet. No, you hit me with the bat. You hit me in the head with the bat. I did not. I was too busy freaking out. And don't blame your clumsiness on me. I have plenty to spare. I should second that. Guess it's time for that joke to retire, so... trying to out-like each other. Fake has to leave. Doesn't have to be that hard. The fake has to leave. Simple as that. It's only fair. And for that, we need a judge. Okay, whatever. Personal questions it is. February 27th, huh? Well, it was midnight, so technically it was the 27th. Devil's in the details. Too easy. Brother's name? What? Who? The only brother I have is a beaver-faced alien named Buckteeth. Come on, guys. His teeth aren't that big. Yes, they are. You guys are being very mature. Anyway, favorite animal? hyenas, man. Hyenas are cool. Oh, yes, they are. Are you guys kidding? That is so random. I was just watching a feature on them on Animal Planet before all this, but they're so cool. And Wicked smart, too. It might be a rerun tonight. Maybe we should watch it. Oh, good God. Okay, that's it. I don't think this is working. Oh, wait, shoot. Well, I tried. Guess I'm going the all lying route. I already did all the lying. Bam, bam, bam. Battle out the classic way. Yes, I am the real Mike. Sarah turned to the other Mike. Mike? Yes? Were you telling the truth about leaving the house if I think you're the fake? Sarah? No. Sarah, I'm the real Mike. I don't know about that. I sighed with genuine pity. I'm sorry. Shut up! Sarah, why? What did I do wrong? Tell me. You didn't do anything wrong. Both of you didn't. That's why this is so hard. Then you have to believe me. I'm the real Mike. My instincts are telling me otherwise, and I'm pretty certain about it. Then your instincts are wrong. Will you just listen to me? The other Mike grabbed Sarah by the shoulders and shook her. Sarah winced in discomfort. Hey, you get over. I grabbed the guy at the collar and yanked him away from Sarah. He staggered for a bit, his eyes glinted with rage and hurt. We regarded each other with blinding hate. I could never forgive him for hurting Sarah. So his ego was hurt, so Sarah said he was the fake. Well, that just proves it. That was the whole point of this whole exercise. As far as I'm concerned, a stranger has no fucking right to lay a finger on my girlfriend. I bared my teeth at him. Don't you touch her. Imposter. Other Mike gnashed his teeth. He picked up the wooden bat from the floor and charged at me. Fucking asshole! We rolled and struggled on the floor. I could feel the hot rage radiating from his skin like a vapor. Sarah tried to break us up. With adrenaline running high, it was futile. In the end, he got the better of me. Ugh! He pushed the wooden bat into my throat, and air passages clung onto scarce breaths. Stop! Sarah tried to push him away. Ugh, you come into my house, steal away my life, my face. Why don't you just die? He raised his fist to make one final blow to break my neck and silence me forever. The gunshot rang in the air like a blade. The man in front of me crumpled into a limp pile. So Sarah brought her gun with her. Why am I not surprised? A second passed, and Sarah fell to her knees in tears. I ran to her and held her in my arms. Her eyes were wide and glazed over. I shot you. I didn't know what to do. He wouldn't stop. Shh. I know, honey. I know. But I shot you. Tears began to well up in her eyes. She didn't stop or cry, though. She just let them fall, almost confused at the wet fluid running down her cheeks. No, Sarah. I wiped her tears off patiently. Hey, look at me. I placed my hands on her face and looked into her eyes. Look at me. I'm still alive, aren't I? I'm still here. She stared back through the tears. The briefest of moments, a flicker of doubt crossed her face. I expected her to ask something, to make sure. But Sarah gave one last look at the dying Mike and shuddered. She closed her eyes and nodded, tired and desperate. She rested her ear on my chest, comforted by my beating heart. I'm shaking. I guess you never really get used to shooting a person, even in my line of work. It's a good thing. I didn't know it'd be this bad with a loved one involved. But it was terrible. I'm gonna need fucking therapy after this. You did what you had to do, Sarah. Don't blame yourself. It's over now. Let's forget this ever happened. Yeah. I held her tighter and she snuggled into my chest. Mike, I love you. But if you ever show up as two of you again, I'm out. I love you too, Sarah. I can feel a smile escape my lips. Never again, I promise. Evil red eyes. Getting 6 the sly. What happens if you don't push him off? Ugh, gotta do all this. Come like tell him off. I didn't really plan on interrupting. For the sake of civility and his deflated ego, I thought it better to shut up, but I had to intervene when he almost hurt Sarah. His emotions were out of check and running hot. There's no knowing what he'll do. Like, stop that. The sound of his name coming from my lips made him wince. You're hurting her. The atmosphere between the three of us turned into a glaring chill. He quietly took his hands off Sarah's shoulders, his jaw set, grim like stone. But I could see his hands visibly shaking in silent rage. After telling him off like that more than ever, he was now the villain. A position that was both demeaning and hostile. Even worse, it was pushing him near to the edge of reasonable doubt. Look, I know this is hard for you too, okay? But don't blame Sarah for this. She made her decision and we should respect that. Of course. Easy for you to say that, you smug bastard. You really should calm down, buddy. Mike! We were all surprised as the other Mike swept back from the table and pushed me to the ground. So you're acting like my pal now, huh, buddy? Must be nice playing the innocent. Fucking asshole. We rolled and struggled, and then everything happened again. Yep. Okay. I gotta start again, because I didn't count, and I didn't save when I needed to. It's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cover this one, because we don't need that. And then it's 12 years. 1, 2. Ah! So it takes a calamity to pop up before you admit to it, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I agree with that. But I'm the one who's staying. Are you the real Mike? 9, 10, 11. Sarah turns to the mic. Those only. So, Mikey, did anything special last night? Huh? Went around town? Had a good time? Sarah, is this another one of your random questions? Nope. So did you go anywhere else? Not really. Why? By the way, those are nice glasses. Are they new? Got them yesterday. Oh, right, yeah. Yesterday. I guess I forgot to mention it. Is it a big deal? You know how forgetful I am. No, of course not. So where's your old pair? That old thing? I threw them out. They were falling apart. You've talked me about them ever since. I thought I might as well. I see. Yeah. Come on, Sarah. I hope you aren't implying that I'm faking just because I have new glasses on. Definitely not. That has nothing to do with your new glasses. Although, Mike, care to tell me why this other Mike has your old ones? Sarah pointed at the grimy pair of scratched glasses perched on my nose. What? I don't know. He must have got his hands on them. But it's far more likely you got a new pair because the old pair was still stuck to the original Mike. That's preposterous. I'm bucking into two versions of my boyfriend here, so I'm all for it at this point. You didn't really believe that I had that memory loss, did you? I knew you attacked me, but I had to make a noise to alert Sarah. What? I feigned memory loss to buy time, maybe even lower your guard. My main goal was to get Sarah downstairs to catch you out. I knew you couldn't get rid of me once I made the noise. There was something weird about you, just a gut feeling, I guess. 5 questions in, I knew you were faking. Nice try, though. But everything I said was the truth. What a person says isn't as important as the body language they project, hun. Or in your case, your apparent lack of them. You may have Mike's face and voice and memories, but darling, you gotta work on your acting. May I suggest jazz fingers next time? Look, I don't know what your deal is, and I don't think I want to know. Just get out of my life and stop using my face. Give it up, perp. Guess I got caught. His inhuman laughter pierced my ears. Goosebumps prickled at the back of my neck. Sarah and I watched as the man with my face smiled. His eyes glowed bright red in the darkness, emitting their own light like an ember. We were having such a good time, Sarah, darling. I was with you the whole night. But you didn't even know I was fake before this scum got lucky. Yeah, but I knew something was off. Piece of advice, though. Next time, pick a dumber couple, bucko. He was still wearing my face. He looked genuinely hurt when he spoke again. Everything I said was the truth, Sarah. I am still Mike. Heart and mind. I am he and he is I. Give me a week, and you wouldn't even you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. A week? What does he mean by that? After all, if I had the memories, personality, and essence of someone, how can anyone say I'm the fake? You have those freaky shit glowy red orbs for eyes? I would say that's a pretty big giveaway. His face contorted into amused anger. Mike, look out! Next thing I know, his long arms were outstretched, making a grasp for my dick. I felt his fingertips graze my skin and my throat made an involuntary gulp. That was close. With no time to think, oh shit, he parried the blow with his arm. Didn't look like it was gonna stop him for long. Run, Sarah. Back off! What? You brought your gun with you? I heard a thud. Better safe than sorry. You mean better paranoid than monstrous force clung to my body, and I collided with the hard-walled living room. I felt a rib break with the impact. There's a lot of noises. Irk. Mike! So, Sarah, bastard! Sarah fired more shots at the creature. One of them grazed him on the arm. It wasn't enough to maim him. The fake Mike swiped the gun out of Sarah's hands and it careened under the table. Gah! He grabbed Sarah by the neck. No, Sarah! Fear bubbled up inside of me. It was bigger than any pain I've since endured. Sarah, no, let her go. Sarah groaned helplessly, struggling against the inhuman hand that belonged to me. Cold sweat enveloped my skin in a thin, terrified film. Easy now, boy. I'm not gonna kill her. Yet. I heard her snicker escape from this attacker's mouth. But look at this fucking mess. You really should have just stayed unconscious when I hit you with that bat, you know? Spared us all this drama. Go to hell. Oh, we will, I promise. After all, the host has to be alive while I eat. I gulped. When you say eat, do you mean, no, not your flesh, boy. Life. Life is so much tastier than flesh. Your memories, your thoughts, your future. All the things that make you human. I'll help myself, don't mind if I do. And when you've been stripped down and barren to the bone, you will simply wither away. Like a scab that was once flesh and blood. 1 week to live. I think about that later. Right now I have to get Sarah to safety. My eyes started to hurt, my insides churning at her labored breathing. The imposter followed my eyes with a knowing chuckle. So, shall we start with your lovely Sarah? Work our way down, piece by piece. Sarah struggled as the grip on her throat tightened. The creature started to lift her up from the floor by her neck. Stop! Stop, please, I beg you. Please, I'll do anything. Anything. The bat fell from my hands as I surrendered. All hope lost, my knees buckled and I crashed to the floor. Anything? What could you possibly give me that I can't take, human? You did get found by a local police officer. Looks to me that you need help crafting a more human image. I'm a writer. I can do... Oh, shit. Fake Mike's ears perked up. The grin spread across his face. Just let her go, please. I don't know how, but I'll make it worth your while. I'm still contemplating my fate when Fake Mike let out a sudden yelp of pain. It seemed that Sarah kicked him in the nuts. As his grip loosened around her neck, Sarah broke Fake Mike's fingers down to his knuckles. He screamed in fury. Sarah dropped to the ground, gasping for air. Mike, you always did talk too much, you pompous ass. Fake Mike let out a growl as he lunged for Sarah's hair, but Sarah managed to slip away from him. Sarah, get out of the house now. Get out while you can. Idiot! Look, I'm gonna leave you to be eaten. She sprinted upstairs to find another weapon. You stubborn... You'll get cornered upstairs. Ugh. Angry black dots began to dance in my vision. The pain in my side poked my consciousness, prodding my vision to wither. I can't lose consciousness now. I was told to wait by the sound of a huge crash. So, ow, how long was I unconscious for? The stand clock informed me I've been lying here for around 8 minutes or so. Sign of relief. Looks like I haven't been out that long. I tried to stand up. There are my ribs, but I have to get up. I crawled towards Sarah's gun under the coffee table. Apart from the crash that woke me up, everything was dead quiet in the house. I didn't know what I hated more, the silence or the anticipation of Sarah's screams. Was anybody even here now? I wiped the blood from dripping off my chin and steadied myself. I had to be sure. The sides were on fire. Every step I took sent a jolt of pain throughout my whole body. Oh yeah, the stairs are going to be a fun ride. I made my way a second to the floor with little ease. This place didn't feel like my house anymore. Like I entered another dimension that looked the same, but was not the least bit similar. Okay, there's 3 endings from here, so I just want to make sure I saved a decent spot before any of the action happens. Like, I ended in another dimension that looked the same, but was not the least bit similar. Tiny beads of sweat popped across my forehead. I held the gun close. Don't panic. I have to focus on protecting Sarah. I don't care what happens to me. I just want her safe. Sarah, if you're there, please, call out to me. Let me know you're here. I waited for a couple seconds before my ears picked up a muffled sound. Mike! I came from the guest room. I hurried over to the door and tried to open it. Sarah? Oh, Mike, I'm so glad you found me. I frowned. There was something weird about the way she sounded, but I couldn't quite make it out. Get me out of here, Mike. I jiggled the lock, but it didn't open. Ugh, I'm scratched up good. We have to get out before that monster comes back. I winced again. Was this really Sarah? Her voice sounded really strange, but I shrugged it off and continued to push the door open. Give me a second. I tried again, but the door wouldn't budge. Sarah, I think the door might be stuck. Damn it! Don't worry, I'll get you out, I promise. I tried kicking the door. Pain shot up my leg like a bolt of electric fire, but now was not the time to stop. I kicked it a couple more times. Each time was glowing red pain into my extremities. Pretty soon, the door showed signs of moving. Mike, what are you doing? It was a voice, Sarah, but the voice didn't come from the door. I turned around. In front of me was another Sarah, bloody and injured, her arm limp at the right shoulder. I stared at her listlessly. Sarah? Don't open the damn door, Mike. The bastard is in there. Mike, what's happening? Sarah? There's a Sarah here, too. Shit, Mike, listen to me. She's not real. Fuck that. That's the fake one inside. I was able to fight it off and lock it inside the room. It kept ramming that door over and over till the door got stuck. That's a lie, Mike. I ran into the room and locked it from the inside. It destroyed the door so I can't get out. Bullshit. Get me out of here, please. Don't listen to her. Mike, look at me. I'm the real Sarah. Mine couldn't believe what was happening. Edges of a migraine pressed at the fringes of my brain. My hands tightened on the gun. If you open that door, Mike, that bastard is going to come straight for me. It doesn't need my essence, it needs yours. He'll kill me for sure. Mike, listen to me. It's trying to trick you. You have to believe me, Mike. Mike, please. Sarah in front of me took a step forward. I pulled the gun nearer to my chest, but I couldn't bring myself to aim it at her. She stopped. Get back, Sarah. Let me think. Just get back. Heart ran to my chest. I knew I had to calm down. At this point, I wouldn't be able to think clearly. Oh, who was I kidding? Even on a good day, I couldn't deduce the truth like Sarah. I was no detective. Mike, please, you have to shoot that fake Sarah. Shoot the fucking bastard. Just what the bitch wants, isn't it? Don't listen to that monster. If we just leave it there, we can escape. It's just desperate to get out, Mike. Mike, please believe me. Put that gun down. Mike, I know it's hard, but you have to be brave. You need to think first. This is too sudden. What am I going to do? The weight of the situation made my hands shake. Could I really murder someone in cold blood? Somebody that I love? If I make a decision too hastily, it's a mistake I can never undo. No, shit. I decided to take a step back and relax. The breath that came out of my lips was wavered and shook. Nevertheless, my speeding heart thanked me for the comfort. The Sarah behind me was starting to get agitated. She was trying to kick the door herself to get out. The Sarah before me frowned. Mike, time is running out. Please hand me the gun. Well, what should I do? Something bad is going to happen if I don't decide now. But I'm so confused. I need more time. Think, Mike, think. There has to be another way out of this. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't shoot her. I couldn't even aim at her. I looked into her pleading eyes and felt an overwhelming surge of love and helplessness. She had to be my Sarah. She had to be. I stood up with effort and limped towards her. Mike! Behind me, the other Sarah's voice screamed. I ignored it. It's gonna be alright, honey. Sarah held her uninjured hand out to me and I reached for it blindly. A sharp, cold pain went through my stomach. I dropped to my knees as blood pooled around my feet. Mikey, 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 you had me worried for a second there. The small penknife glittered in Sarah's hand. But I wasn't really that worried. I can see it in your sad, adorable eyes. I can feel it in my bones. You wanted me to be the real Sarah. It's so sweet how you love me so much. Even to the point of deluding yourself. I love you too, sweetheart. She knelt beside me. I flinched as her cold hands brushed the hair off my face. But I'm sorry to say this. I think we have to break up. I found a new host. No. No! Does this mean... It's only natural. I mean, why do I have to settle for your troublesome ass when the feisty little Sarah is finally locked and ribbon-tied like a gift? Thanks, by the way. She put up such a fight. I struggled to get up, but the fake Sarah pulled my hair and pinned me to the ground. Not going anywhere, sweetie. She smacked her lips in delight. My body felt paralyzed. Already my hands and feet had become numb. No, stop. Fake Sarah just giggled. I think I'll have fun with you first. I just wanted to fight, to cry out, but the frayed edges of my vision faded steadily into black. The sound of Sarah's scream was my endless lullaby. Oh no! I got tricked! The victim. Oh no! I got tricked! Sarah. Okay, what if I wait and then I shoot the second time? Shoot. I didn't have time to think it through better. I didn't have a choice, did I? I watched Sarah's body crumple to the floor in a heap. My heart ached as she looked at me with sadness and confusion. No. No. A low, amused laughter resonated behind the door. Sarah? I ran to her gasping body and cradled her head in my arms. Please, no. I have to stop bleeding. I have to... The circle of red grew larger and larger around Sarah's body. Sarah! Sarah! Behind me the door cracked open. The cursed hero. What if I just shoot immediately? I didn't have time to think it through. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the same. Wait for both timers and then, okay. I was a little bit wrong. Okay, I'm gonna wait through both of these timers, actually. ask a question. Wait. I should ask you both a question so I can make sure which one is the real Sarah. Damn it, Mike. Haven't we established that trivia questions mean jack shit? Well, I'm out of ideas. Fine. Make it count then. Admittedly, I was just trying to buy time before the inevitable happens. I struggled to come up with that one perfect question that will lead me right to Sarah. Finally, a spark flew into my mind. I turned to the Sarah in front of me. Sarah inside the room was wounded. She told me her injuries. Okay? Which shoulder? Not the shoulder. It has a bullet wound in the right thigh. I managed to land a bullet on it downstairs. I nodded severely, my jaw clenched. Sarah inside the room didn't really tell me any injuries, but if this was the real Sarah, then she would be correct. Oh wait, where'd my thing go? There. I need to ask one last question. I turned to the Sarah behind the door. This Sarah standing in front of me is injured. What are her injuries? Just lodged right shoulder and fractured fingers. Must have broke it when he was strangling me. Wait, that's it. Everything was made clear by that last question. I was glad I took the time to think. I faced the wounded Sarah in front of me. There was no doubt about it. Jeez. The sound of the gunshot made my ears ring, a note I will remember forever. Sarah crumpled to the floor. I brought the gun down to my side and walked over to her. I looked in her eyes. They were indeed hers. This is embarrassing. Being killed by a human. You know what, though, Sarah? She's not afraid of dying, so... Sarah held her hand up to me. Hold me, Mike. Please. I'm sorry. I was just... Took her cold hands into mine and warmed it with my breath. Monster or not, this was my Sarah. Knowing it wasn't didn't matter at all. Not now. Not right now, while she was helpless and dying rapidly in front of me. Reluctant tears fell from my face. I know what Sarah wants for her birthday. Stop talking, you'll just strain yourself. She'll never tell you, but I know what it is. Something borrowed. Something blue. Dark blood sputtered out of Sarah's mouth. She shivered. Mike, be careful. You know about us now. They won't like it. But who's they? They might. I'm cold. Mike, what's happening? Are you there? Please. The real Sarah's voice called from inside the room. I turned to the door and looked back at the fake Sarah. Go. Sarah, I'm okay. Mike? I'm here. I walked through the door. Everything's okay now. I'll get you out of there. Mike, I thought... Sarah started to sob. I waited patiently behind the door. Pretty soon I heard her sniff and take a couple calming breaths. Okay, I'll push the door. You'll pull it open, right? On 3. Get it? The door finally gave way, and Sarah jumped into my arms as soon as it opened. My ribs complained, and I croaked in pain. Almost at the same time, Sarah winced because of her injuries. We both laughed. Is it over, Mike? I hope so, but we turned to look at the fallen imposter. It had disappeared from sight. Red drops of blood made a trail for the open window. It escaped. Damn. I didn't say anything. I know I should be worried or alarmed that the creature was loose, but I just didn't care at the moment. Seeing Sarah lifeless with blood curdling on the floor just a while ago. I know this Sarah alive in my arms. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was given a second chance. I held Sarah in my arms and hugged her tight. How did you know it was me? I just got lucky. What do you mean? I thought you had some sort of plan. Yes and no. It was a long shot. It didn't come to me at once after all. So what was the point of asking about our injuries? Just all for time originally, but it actually managed to prove my theory after all. A theory, It was your voice. My voice? I'd hoped the creature wouldn't remember that little detail. When you first called me, you sounded really strange. Your voice, it was raspy and sounded like it belonged to a different person. And then while I was asking you questions, you suddenly remembered the strangling incident. That's when it all clicked. You were strangled just recently. That's why you didn't sound like yourself. There was significant damage to your voice box. The other Sarah's voice just sounded just fine. I also didn't think about that. You're right. What? You did get lucky. It was a stressful situation, alright? It was the most my brain could come up with. Sarah grinned. She pushed my old, grimy glasses up my nose. I guess we just have to be thankful for our little details. Do you think it will ever come back? What? Well, if it does, we'll be ready. This game... mess with my brain. Oh, we get the actual credits now. This was a very interesting game. It definitely messed with my brain because at any point we were either the monster or actual Mike. Oh, wait, there we go. And at any point in the last part, Sarah was either her or the imposter. That was very interesting that they did it that way, and I appreciate it, because then you can't get the good ending on accident. Well, I mean, you can stumble into it, but it's not like you can't just guess which one's the right one. You have to play through it correctly and, like, let him think about it. It was very interesting. It was a very unique story, I think. I liked it a lot. But that is all the time that I have for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!